Hey team, it's Rowan here from Witty Southland, and today we're going to do a little video about where the crays are. So as you can see, young Ollie here is diving down. This is your pretty standard terrain that you're going to be looking for, with nice big bouldery kind of edges, a little bit of weed that the crays like to cover. But this is pretty common. We're just scouring along the bottom, looking for cracks, looking for overhangs, looking for those underwater chopsticks that you can see. And by that I mean the antennas popping out. So there's a nice looking crack straight ahead. He gets down right down so you can have a look under. Nothing there. You just keep moving along. And unfortunately this is cray diving. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. So sometimes sitting on the surface is a good idea, just to sit, scout out the terrain, see where you're going to aim. So again, he's coming down, he's brushing a bit of weed apart, looking amongst these really nice boulders here. Not quite big enough holes for my liking. I probably wouldn't have jumped down that area, but there's a couple of little areas that might hold some. And as per usual, just looking around, keeping an eye out. Cray diving's pretty hard work, but the rewards are massive, so he's just looking around, seeing if you can find anything, and that's the key right there, getting really low down into the water, onto the bottom and seeing. So here we have, this is what crays look like for those that haven't seen them underwater. So this is a wee little nest. As you can see, some of these guys have got big escape routes. Those guys there are a bit easier to get. And then this one that's coming up in a second here. So he's got nowhere to go, so not a bad one to grab. And then this dude here has definitely got nowhere to go. So again, young Ollie's coming down here, he's having a look around. This is some more open terrain, but crays do like this, but traditionally I've found them at deeper depths when it's more open. So he's just propelling himself along, he's skipped some terrain that he doesn't think's got much, and then boom, he spotted something. So see, you can see the chopstick sticking out. He goes for the double and clowns it, but he grabs one nice big buck there. So sometimes that's what pays off, is just that last second as you're coming back up, you might see them and just to be aggressive and grab. And so in here you can see some nice crays. They've got a bit of room. See how far out they are? They're quite out of their hole. And this is stupid. I should have grabbed those. But I knew there was a big massive buck around here sitting just chilling. But I dived back down after I took some footage of this guy. And as you can see in this one, see how far back the crays are in the hole now? This has made it 10 times harder, and I missed both these crays. Just because they knew I was there pretty much, so they're already in reverse. They're already sitting way back in their holes, and I should have grabbed them on the first dive. Again, this is beautiful Milford, deep clear blue water, and a nice big buck sitting halfway out of his hole. So where to grab is the most common one we get. So you can see just above his eyes here, that's where I go, and I slam him into the rock and just pull him straight back out again. So up over the head, down near the base of the horns, and out we go. So you can see where I'm grabbing him in this, so right at the base of the horns there, just so that way you don't get the old underwater chopsticks and only come up with some antennas. So sometimes you get lucky, and this is what we talk about being out in the open. So as you can see, it's hard to see it there, but this big cray is just sitting right out in the open. But all of those boulders there would have been a great area to have a look around and have a look through. So yeah, cheers team.